Guys, I'm back again for a back to school makeup tutorial. I did one of these like years ago and I hated it. I hate all of my old videos. Anyway, we're not going to get into that. And I use all affordable drugstore makeup items. I want to say this Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. It's not from the drugstore, but it's also very affordable. You can find this at Urban Outfitters for like $7. So yeah, so if you want to see how I got this makeup look, keep on watching. The first thing I do in the morning is take this micellar water, and I like to take a cotton ball and gently cleanse my face with this. Then I'm going in with my Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. I love this spray. Now the most important thing for me is brows. So some days when I don't wear like makeup at all to school, I at least wear brows. And I've been using this e.l.f. brow pencil. It's not the best brow pencil, but it is very effective if you're in a rush. And I'm just filling in my brows, but I'm following the natural shape of my brow. Now that my brows are filled in, I look like a total different person. Thank you for brows. I'm just gonna go in with some concealer. This is my LA Girl Pro Concealer. This concealer is like $2. I only clean up the bottom of my brow. I don't clean up the top and the whole thing, because that's just a little much when you're in a rush for school. Now that brows are complete, it's on to foundation in the face. And for foundation, I like to go between these three foundations, and this is the LA Girl Pro Coverage Foundation. I like this foundation, but of course I have dry skin, so this works best for me. It is very hydrating, so if you have oily skin, this won't work for you through the day. This is my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I really like this foundation. I just don't like the shade of it. This will definitely work if you have oily skin. This is a very matte foundation. And this one is my favorite foundation. I used this all throughout school last year and I loved it. It lasts all day. It looks beautiful on my skin. It's just a great foundation. I will always repurchase this. So today I'm gonna go in with this and I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of this. After foundation, I'm going to use that same concealer I use for under my eyebrows, and this is again my LA Pro Girl concealer. This is in the shade Fawn. I feel like this works best for me. When I'm going to school, I don't put a whole bunch of this on. That's like the most I'll put on. Sometimes when I want to be really glam, you know, I'll bring this all the way down here. But I'm just putting it on the center of my face so the color matches, if you get what I'm saying. Like, now that I'm done concealing, I'm going to set my face, and this is the Maybelline Fit Me powder. This powder is actually only $6. This is the most inexpensive loose powder I've ever used, and you can find this at the drugstore or at Walmart. This is in the shade Medium Deep 30. I'm taking the e.l.f. blush brush, and this brush is like $3 if I'm not mistaken. And then I'm just going in those places that I concealed. Because when you guys school, you don't really have time to bake in the mornings. So we're just lightly gonna set that. Next, I'm going to take this powder brush from Wet n Wild. Also, my pressed powder from Wet n Wild. This is in the shade Cocoa. I'm just going to swirl in this powder and set the rest of my face. I love this powder. It makes your skin look so good. Now, when you have school, you don't have a lot of time to like contour and bronze. So I actually mix my contour and my bronzer together. I just take a really fluffy brush and dip into my bronzer and then back into my contour powder and then back into my bronzer. And I like to use a highlighter, and this highlighter is Precious Petals from Wet n Wild. This is also only $5. And I'm just gonna dust this on the high points of my cheekbones. And I like to dust a little bit of this on my eyelids and in my inner corners. And I'm going to sweep some bronzer in my crease just because I think it looks pretty. Next, I'm going to set my face with my Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. Next, I'm going to go on with mascara, and this is L'Oreal's Voluminous Lash Paradise. I love this mascara. It is great for natural full lashes. It doesn't clump your lashes up too bad or nothing like that. It is very lengthening. I just love this mascara. A tip to going to school is doing your mascara after your setting spray, because you don't want to do setting spray after your mascara. Then you get mascara all over the place. It's a nightmare. But for lips, we're gonna go in with lip liner. I love this lip liner. I use this my whole high school experience. This is in the shade brown, and this lip liner, you can find it pretty much anywhere in your like local hair store, beauty supply store, Sally's. After that is done, I always go in with Bliss-X. Not too much, but just enough to moisturize my lips. But I'm actually going to go on with this nip liner from NYX, and it is in the shade Natural. Okay, so this is the final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this back to school makeup look. If you guys are headed back to school this year, comment below what grade you're going into, or if you're going to uni, or if you're just not in school, just comment below anyway. Also, before you leave, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you guys next time.